Oh, hello. Welcome to another episode of Just Like the Simulations, the regular-ish series where I play Tabletop Simulator against my good friend Ouro. You join us just after deployment. I will run down my list as usual. So I'm playing a variant on the list I played last time because I'm still tweaking with a view to this Threemeir that I'm going to. Um, I've got Asajj, Nossa, and the Aquadroids, the same as last time. Lord Maul, the same as last time. And I have tweaked, instead of Kalani and the B1s that I tried last game against Ouro, I'm running with Kraken and the B2s. This is my third outing with this list. I'm pretty sold on it. I've got a victory against Helen and a loss against Zimbad, so we'll see how this one goes, but it definitely feels better than Kalani and the B1s. Kraken is a really, really good piece. Never sad to see him come up. That comment will bite me in the ass. Um, yeah, I still don't think it's it is what it is. It is a list for a Threemeir. It's a bit janky. It's not a list I'd take to a showdown, but I think it's pretty good. My mission was sabotage, and I won the roll off, so I'm the first player. Over to you, Oro.
Hello, my name is Ouroboros. I play bad guys, and these bad guys will be extremely familiar to long-term viewers of the channel. This is my default showdown list, or my A team in a Premier event. Um, Starfighter Jedi Hunter, Death Trooper Escort, ISB agents, and then Iden's box as it comes using the ISF instead of Delmico. Um, it's probably the list I have the most experience with. It's probably the list that I run best. It's not a list original to me. It was, as far as I know, tweaked and created by Chris Sampson, who won LVO with it. Um, yep, it's not a sort of not a fluffy list, not a list designed for Premier. This is my best list, and I'm being sweaty today.
Yeah, it's pretty well your comfort list, isn't it, Oro? It's your it's your comfortable pair of slippers list as well. It's pretty
It is.
yeah. So, expecting a hard game, which is good. Just before we go, I'm obligated to talk about the drama just briefly. Since they've committed to doing a balance patch, have you got hopes for Mr. Delmico might be gracing the table one of these days?
It would be nice if Delmico got an improvement. But if we're going to talk about Empire characters who I love and who are not great, I'd really like basic stormtroopers, which are iconic, to
Mm,
be a little bit better because I
mm,
think shore troopers are strictly better. And it's just sad
mm,
not to have, your basic white armored
mm,
goons
mm,
on the table.
mm,
I think
mm,
it's a terrible shame that both kinds of snow trooper are bad because
mm.
Hoth is iconic, one of my favorite bits of Star Wars. And the big man who I really want to get a buff, I want to see General Veers. I would
Yeah,
love
his
if
whole box.
General
Yeah,
Maximilian Veers could become good. I've been sort of looking at some of the Balin leaks and going, are night troopers what can make Veers good? No, no, they're not what can make Veers good. Veers is just bad at the moment.
mm,
But yeah, I would
mm,
love, love,
mm,
love a buff for General Veers. That would
mm.
be what would make me
Yeah.
happiest.
It's good as well because in the lore, like Hoth is one of the Galactic Empire's few like really uncomplicated. No, we just won, right? We had an aim here and we just won. Um, yeah. Well, yes, we're gonna get on with the game. I do briefly just want to say as well, I am pretty much nailed that I'm taking the Separatist Threemeir to the Oxfordshire Threemeir because it is the day after Adepticon, and Shatterpoint Steve has put it in my head that he thinks the balance patch is going to drop just after they announce it at Adepticon on the website, and if that happens, the Oxfordshire TO has said that we're running it, so I would rather take Seps than take Cassian. Um, I'd rather take a thing that ought to see a buff than will see a nerf, right? Anyway, let's get on with the game. It's me to go first. Let's flip the first one of these and learn. We are getting a dash on Shatterpoint. Very good. And then we will, every time, come on, just one card. It is the B2 Battle Droids. Yeah, okay. Not Not my favourite thing to start with, but not terrible either. We will certainly play the B2 battle droids. I feel they're going to have a reasonably straightforward turn. Oh, come on. Flop. Start with a move. Come on. And this fellow. No, not up there. Toggles. Auto raise off. Very good. Now let me have a little look here. We could go for the hunker and that, but I think there is an ISF here in punishment range potentially. So what we're going to do is spend a force to dash both of these merry men. You got that like that. He'll come through here like this. And then we will have a cheeky little shot at your infiltrators, such as the wages of infiltrating, I think. I will start with the rear B2s here, shooting at the ISF up on the bridge. We will have...
Are you using saturation fire?
You can only use it once, so I'm going to shoot with the first one and see what I feel, and then think about whether I want to spend it on the second one.
Okie dokie.
Because it is only for one of the characters. So this will just be a 6 dice attack. Not
I
great.
have 3 blocks.
I have one each of a crit, a hit, and an expertise. So I get my crit. So it's going to be a damage, a shove, and a second damage from the expertise table. So 2 damages and a shove. Let's have a little look here. If I shove you off, you are still going to be in range. Let's see. Do I shove you off or not?
I think you barely shove me off.
Splendid. Oh, maybe I don't.
I think given it got caught on the lip, you must barely not shove me off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So we'll just put him right on the edge there. So if I get the shove on the second one, it'll certainly be off. Do I want to follow up on the shove? How? There's not really a world where he's getting close enough to contest that, even after shoving you off, because, yeah. So no, I won't follow up on the shove. I'll have the second attack, and I will spend the force for saturation fire to make it an 8 dice attack. So 2 more dice.
Rolling 5 dice in defense as before.
Yeah, much better. What have you got?
I have 3 natural blocks.
Well, they block my 3 natural hits. So again, I have 1 crit, but this time 2 expertise. So that's 3 damage and once again a shove. So this time, certainly you'll be being shoved off.
Go.
I think I will follow up the shove on this droid. I don't think it contests the point, but I'm going to follow up anyway. Cool. And yep, 5 out of 8 health, not bad. Would have liked a little more, but what can you do? I will end my turn by marking my objectives here. I am blue today, even though I'm used to playing red. There you go. You have equal narrative claim to red. So as my 3, you've got your 2, and play passes to you, sir.
And I don't know, you have 4 times the number of red lightsaber blades that I do.
I do have more red lightsaber blades than you, yes, that's true.
Anyway, let's see what I get off the top of the deck. It is the ISB. They are certainly playable.
Yeah.
I shall use a force to dash them, but I will not spend. I will not take the additional damage to get them a focus. This one ends his dash within an inch of that ladder and goes up.
It's one of those classic things, isn't it, where you're sure you would have preferred someone who would kick the B2s off that point, but you're not going to throw walk over there and claim the point out of bed, right? It's like,
Yes, precisely so. Like any time I'm looking at my first activation, the question is it worth the risk of getting Darth Vader on a turn when Darth Vader's not able to slice a dude in half?
yeah.
And in this list, on this mission, for anyone who's not Darth Vader, I'm willing to go with the first activation. In any event, having dash,
Do you know what? My stance cards are wrong. Do you mind awfully?
not at all. I also would like to flip Iden's. Vader's
Yeah,
is in the
yeah,
right
yeah.
place. Vader is starting in Dark Rage. Iden is starting in Burst Fire.
Asajj is on Jarkai and Maul is on Dark Rage, which I'm not sure is the right side of his card, but Zimbad says start in Dark Rage, and I'll just listen to him. It's interesting that we both have a Dark Rage stance. They're not similar.
No, but neither are all Makashis similar.
No, true, true.
I think Dark Rage. I don't think it's an accident that they have the same name, and I think it represents sort of
Siths spurking out.
yeah undisciplined Sith rage,
Yeah, yeah,
untempered by sort of style or elegance.
yeah,
Uh, the second ISB agent will move to here.
yeah,
I should check range, but they have shorter range guns than many.
yeah,
So no, they're not
no,
going to be getting range on anyone. I will take a hunker.
yeah,
One on the objective, I'm happy where he is. But this one, I'm going to shift towards the objective. I don't think he is in range of the objective, but he's closer to relevance.
yeah,
I take control of the last unclaimed objective and score.
yeah, you do. Right, an eventful turn. Over to me.
Over to you.
Shatterpoint. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a thoughtful one then. And we are getting a dash on the Shatterpoint. Mm, 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 mm. I'm not swapping Asajj's stance. I'm just looking at the other side. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. I will play Asajj Ventress. I'll take my free dash from the Shatterpoint because that's a thing that exists in the game. And then I will take the move action. then I will flip my stance card, I think. Will I? Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, I'll flip my stance card. And then I will check I'm in melee range. I am. I will have an attack at that ISB agent with 7 dice.
I will roll 5 defense dice. My hunker falls off.
Three hits and a crit.
4 blocks after expertise.
Okay. That's just a damage and a shove, which is why I swapped my card over, so shove you back. So we will have a shove here. Come on, behave. No, what? Fuck's sake. Toggle auto raises off. Come on. No, auto raises off, you petulant tool. I do not know why it's doing this.
While Mr. TI is struggling with his tools, I'm going to mention something. It is Lent, and I have given up swearing for Lent, which means if you hear me swear during this video, please put it below with a timestamp, and for every time I have sworn, not every time someone points it out, but every time I swear, so you can't double up, but every time someone catches me in a swear,
Ah,
I will be donating £1 to the Against Malaria
Deploy
Foundation.
True appears to be on somehow.
Let's turn that up, shall we?
Fortunately, this move tool is still here, so I can... come on. I simply wish to follow up on my shove. There we go. Now, let's have a little look here. Am I, in fact... I am on the objective. This man is off the objective. So I will expend 2 force for a force push. To send this ISB agent into blistering irrelevance. Goodbye, Stanley. Looks like I'm not on that, but I did check it. I am.
Yeah, you're just barely on.
I could spend another force to jump, and be more on it, but you know, I'd rather have the force. So I'll claim that objective and score my 4. Most pleasant.
Right.
Over to you.
Let's see what I get from the top of the deck. It is Commander Iden Versio. Yep, I will take her. This Imperial Special Forces dashes. He's already at the bottom of the ladder, so he is going to dash to the middle level of this ladder.
Yeah.
The other Imperial Special Forces dashes within an inch of the bottom of the same ladder and goes all the way to the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Gideon Hask is going
I'm awfully
to
sorry,
dash.
Ben. I did do 1 damage to ISB, and you haven't...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'll mark it. Gideon Hask dashes. He's within an inch of that ingress, but chooses not to ingress.
Yeah.
And then Iden herself will dash. It takes 9 damage to kill a B2 battle droid, doesn't it?
Yes. So they have protection at all times.
Okay. Iden is going to spend a force for commando doctrines.
Yep.
No covert operations. I keep forgetting which one is which. But the evil one. Uh, she is focused and sharpshooter because she is definitely within 4 of an enemy.
Yeah.
She's going to spend a further force for ID-10 Seeker Droid. If she's going to remove all the hunkers from the B2s, if they don't have hunkers, they become exposed.
They become exposed.
I'm then going to take 2 damage from Your Hatred Makes You Powerful, and all told make a 10 dice attack into the B2s. That's 6 base, 3 for Vader dice, 1 for focus.
I'll roll my 3 defense dice. Oh, I rolled 2 misses and an expertise, so I have nothing. I would have had
Okay.
a single block.
Well, what I have is 5 hits, a crit, and a block to a miss. So the exposed did nothing,
Ah, yeah.
but I am getting to go 6 down my tree,
Yeah.
which is my tree.
Yeah.
Um, which means I'm going to do you 9 damage, another expose, and a pin. I will heal twice and reposition.
9 damage kills them precisely.
There was a route that did more damage and wouldn't have pinned them, but I chose not. I wouldn't have exposed them, but I chose that because I knew 9 was enough. And that's my reposition. I'm also Iden Versio, and I've killed someone, so I get to heal. Don't need it. I get to give out a condition to another one of your guys within 4. There are none. And I get to do a further dash if I like, but I've just arrived on an objective. So Iden's ability is doing nothing for her today.
Okay.
I will claim a momentum, however, for wounding,
Yep.
and I will take control. Oh no, no, I still have another action because I've done various actives
Hmm.
and only taken the 1 attack.
Hmm.
So I suppose I hunker,
Hmm.
and I will use the hunker to just pop myself precisely on the objective.
Hmm. Hmm. Makes
And
sense.
ending my turn, uh, end my turn. I flip this objective to red. To red, please. To red. Uh, can you turn that objective red?
uh, mm, where's the... No. It's not giving me the right context option for state. That's amazing.
Uh, right. What have I done to it?
You've
Uh,
broken the objective forever, Ben.
give me a moment. There is, in fact, a bag of these if you need them.
Okay, well, we need them. Splendid. Okay.
And Iron goes up there. Um, right, and I score 3.
You do. Over to me.
Over to you.
Oh, okay. Asajj is just hungry for turns. Um, fine. He is barely on that one, as is he now. Okay. Um, cool. I'm just once again reading my stance cards. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I'd like to do. What I'd like to do. Hmm. And this is Death Trooper Escort, and he does something.
When attacked, if not wounded, he can pay a force to reposition. If he then ends that move not engaged, he becomes hunkered.
Yeah.
So just walking up and shoving him off a point is not effective.
Troubling. Troubling, 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 troubling. Okay, I think what I'm going to have to do... Yeah. I'm going to move Asajj. She has... What's it called? Swift retreat, so whenever she would move, she can instead reposition. So I don't care for your normal rules around being engaged. So I'm going to go here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back a little bit.
Because you want to
Oh,
be in a position where knocking the ISB back doesn't knock him onto the objective you've just left, and
yeah,
then you're going to try and force shove the DTE, right?
that's the one.
Yep, that's what I thought.
And then I'm going to assault the ISB agent with my lightsabers with 7 dice.
Okay, they will roll 5 defense with their quite good expertise.
That was not a great victory, but my expertise table saves the day. 2 crits, 2 hits.
5 blocks.
Okay, so I'll do 3 damage, a shove and a jump.
Okay, 3 damage.
Shove your way. Oh, no, the tool's going to have a little panic attack. Like so. I hope. Yeah, clear of all objectives. That's good. I get a jump, which was for the best, because otherwise my force push was going to be very awkward with angles and things. But now it can be nice and clean because I can be over here. And then I will spend my last 2 force ever.
You still have 4 cards in your deck, Phil.
One of them's Darth Maul, right? That's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, yep, yeah,
One of them's
yeah.
Nossery. That's fine, right? So you know, it's all fine. And you can go over here. Whoop. And then this is mine.
Yep,
And I will score
putting you
my
back on 4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those ISB are hardy buggers. They've taken 2 full attacks from Asajj Ventress. They just don't care. Before I end my turn, I'm going to flip my stance card because I prefer the defense expertise on the other side, yes.
The ISB have a decent expertise, and it's 1 for 1, 2 for 2.
Yeah,
And they also have 5 defense dice in melee and 4 at range. So you are hitting them where they are best suited to survive.
yeah. Did the job though.
But they're good for a 3.
Yeah.
They're a decent little card for a 3. Anyway,
They are.
I shall flip and see what I get from the top of my deck. Flip. And it's Shatterpoint. Okay. Yep. I'm going to Shatterpoint Death Trooper Escort. He's going to start with some Imperial efficiency. giving a reposition to both members of the ISB. Now that's what I call imperial efficiency. He is then himself going to advance to here. He is within, no, slightly back. He can't overlap with the ISB. He is within range of the ladder, but is not going to opt to use it. He is within range of the objective. He is also within range of Asajj Ventress.
Very well.
I'm not going to opt to use tactical advance for the focus because I think that's a waste of a force. Instead, I will take 2 damage and attack Asajj Ventress in melee with 10 dice.
Okay. 6 defense dice. Oof. You rolled no misses.
Okay. Yes. After expertise, I have 6 hits, 2 crits, and a damage.
I have 3 blocks and a redundant crit to a normal. So you go however many.
I think I go 5 down my tree, which is my tree.
Okay.
Because you get rid of 3 of my hits, and the remaining 3 hits join 2 crits to make 5.
Yep.
Okay. I'd like to do you 8 damage, strain you, and expose you.
She survives.
And I get a reposition, which will pop me here.
Yes.
It's definitely the right decision not to burn a force to focus. Yep. Astonishing survives on 1, but she is strained. I take this point back, and I take that point back,
Yep.
putting me on 4 for the first time.
Yep. It's true. Accurate.
And so it goes from 2 to your side, 2 to my side.
Mm-hmm.
And over to you.
Watch it be Nossery. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, no, we're getting Kraken. Okay. So, have a dash for a droid. All right. I'm gonna choose to dash each character in the Aquadroid unit with my tactique.
Just getting them a bit up the field.
Yeah.
Sensible.
And then I will take out the move action with Mr. Kraken. And then I will shoot at Iden Versio.
Right there.
With 7 dice.
I shall defend with 6 dice because I have a hunker. When all is said and all is done, I have 3 blocks and a heal.
Okay, I have 5 hits and 2 crits. So I get to go 4 down my tree, and then you get a heal.
That's what the mathematics says.
So I will have... How many shoves do I feel like I'm going to need? I'll have to go for... Will 2 shoves be enough, or do I need 3?
2 shoves are always enough.
Very good. So I definitely want... Yeah. So I will go for 1, 2, 3 damage, a pin, 2 shoves, and a free use of my activated ability.
For absolute clarity, 2 shoves are always enough after steadfast and anything else. But yes, if you're perfectly on the objective, 2 shoves get you off, no matter what size your base is.
So we'll choose to follow up upon my shoves. Pleasing.
Let me just remove that control marker,
And
putting
then
it back
I
into
have
blue.
a free use of my activated ability.
I'm a little premature, but I don't imagine
So
I'm.
I will select a battle droid within 4, who may then dash and then gain a hunker, remove a condition, or make a 5 dice. So I'm going to select. Do I want to punch you? No, I think I want to shoot you. I'm going to select this battle droid that I'm standing next to, these B2s. They're going to
Mhm.
dash, which clears their pin, and then they're just going to have a cheeky 5 dice into Iden Versio for shits and
Oh,
giggles.
sorry. I forgot to resolve my heal. I obviously used the
Yeah,
heal
yeah.
to remove.
A point of damage,
Um,
yep. Or the pin.
I'm not. Yeah, the pin is what I removed.
Okay,
I don't lose my hunker for being engaged because you're dead.
that's true.
So rolling my 6 dice against your ranged attack, that would be 6 blocks, my good man.
I have rolled only 2 hits, so nothing happened. There we go. But it was free, so why not? And then I will score 3. 1, 2, 3. A very even game.
Yes, indeed. Let's see what I can do with what's on the top of my deck. It is Darth Vader. Mm. Sorry, I'm thinking hard about whether I want to reserve Darth Vader.
Yep, yep, no worries.
Uh, I don't think he can get to either of the contested points. And I think it wouldn't be the best use of Darth Vader, who is one of my big hitters, to just walk up and tap Asajj Ventress on the head. So I'm going to reserve him
Mm-hmm.
and see what I get next in my deck, which is the Imperial Special Forces, which is a delightful option I'm very happy to have got. I
Okay,
am tremendously happy that I reserved Darth Vader.
splendid.
Yep. They're already within range of Kraken. So
Just FYI, he has protection steadfast when he's on points.
I see. And how many wounds? Oh god, he's got some ridiculous number of wounds as well, hasn't he?
10. Yeah, he's a metal man.
Cool, no worries. Uh, I have 2 cards left. I use convert operations, 1 dash,
Yep,
and a second dash.
yep.
This one's now in range of Kraken. This one's not in range of Kraken. They take a move action. They become focused and sharpshooter because they've ended their move within 4 of an enemy. This one moves.
Mm-hmm.
This one dashes. We will
Mm-hmm.
be taking the point in any event through weight of numbers. However, when they activate, they remove the damage
Mm-hmm.
and a condition, but they didn't have a condition. The first one will attack. He has 6 dice, 5 base, 1 for focusing. He's not going to use Vader dice. I'm going to see if I want some Vader dice on the next one.
Hmm. 3
3 hit.
expertise is just 2 blocks.
1 goes through, 2 damage. You can reduce it to 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth using Vader dice because it's not going to kill you in any event. So I will just take the other attack as it comes. Oh,
This time 3
and
blocks.
this time no misses. 5 hits and a crit. You have 3 blocks, so I'm going 3 down my tree. I'll do 4 damage and a pin, which you reduce to 3 and a pin.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
But they do the job, and they take control of this point,
Yep.
putting me back on 4, and I drag it 3 to my side.
Mm-hmm. So you do. My go.
Yep, indeed.
Let's see who we get. Oh no, let's see who we get. No, let's see who we. No, let's see who we. I've really lost the knack of doing this. There we go. Maul. Mr. D. Maul. Okay. Hmm. I don't think Hask is holding that on the wrong level, isn't
He is.
he? Yeah. I think there's a world where Maul can take 2 objectives. Just briefly a concern.
Things need to be lined up pretty right for Maul to take 2 objectives.
Yeah. There's a world where he can kill these ISF and then leave because Kraken is alive, right? But I don't think he can get from there. He could possibly get from there up onto the top here, but that would still leave him tied with Hask. Alas. Oh. There is potential for some strange cleverness, which I should leave open, I suppose. Okay. I'm going to take a move action. And then I am going to damage myself once for speed. Take a damage. And then I'm going to damage myself twice for there is no place to run. And I'm just going to pull this ISB agent in close to me. And you're exposed.
Pop.
And then I'm going to swing with the 1 extra dice I won for myself with my 3 damage.
Well, I'm on 4 defense dice and without my rather good expertise, so that's not too clever for me. And oh, well, I've rolled his expertise and misses.
Maul gets 4 hits, 2 crits, and a damage. Oh, you've got
Well, you're
nothing.
going 6. Yeah, I've got nothing.
6 and a floating damage. Uh, I need to do 4.
4.
You're dead.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way you can avoid doing 4.
So I do 8 damage, a strain, a shove, and a jump for me. So you can
Okay.
have 8 damage and a strain.
Take your momentum.
And then I will see. Don't think that does the. Oh. I can be on the corner of the tool. Look at this.
Yep. Very nicely
I was
done.
hoping for that jump. So I get momentum, and I take this objective here by removing your thing,
Yep.
and this objective here by using the nice state tool, and I score 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 for one of the most evenly matched games I've seen in a long time.
Okay. The 2 remaining cards in my deck are the Death Trooper Escort and
Hask.
Gideon Hask.
Yeah.
I also have the option of activating Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to work out if any of them have any prospect of flipping more than 1 point. I don't think any of them do. I will activate Darth Vader
Yeah.
because deep down in my soul, every time I'm not activating Darth Vader, I wish I was activating Darth Vader. I take a move action.
Yeah.
I then spend a force for Vader's Fury,
Mm-hmm.
um, leapfrogging over Hask to end within an inch of this ladder, and then ascending it to go within an inch of this ladder over here. That's over there.
Very good.
I don't want to risk not getting what I need to do done. Your revenge is a 3 dice attack, isn't it? A
No.
5 dice attack, isn't it?
It, so it's a 5 dice attack, but I
But
get to
it
add
takes.
my magic damage dice to it. And I also get to track all of my overkill when you kill me. So Maul does this hilarious thing where if you do like 10 damage to me now, I'll have like 13 damage for calculating the extra dice I'll get per 3 damage.
And while knocking you off would put you on a different level, you have a dash which and a convenient ladder.
On my yes, I have on 3 expertise I have a jump as well.
Oh, but no, yeah, but on revenge you must have revenge. You have a dash.
Yes.
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 An interesting conundrum. Heck, let's see who's the better Sith Lord. 1, 2 damage. Let's go. 10 dice. right into your Maul, rip and tear.
4 blocks.
5 hits and 3 crits, so I'm going 4 down my tree.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I need 8 to kill you, don't I?
Yep.
I'm going to do you 8 and 2 shoves.
Okay.
First shove. I decline to follow up.
Mm-hmm.
Second shove. No. Get rid of that. Second. Oh no. Yep. Yep. That's one for the jar. I'm going to shove you that way, but you will end up backstopped by Iden.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
You are wounded. You may now have revenge. I must have revenge.
Revenge. I must have revenge. Cool. I get to do a dash, which puts me easily in range of this ladder. And up here. Had you followed up on your shoves, you might have been able to block this landing point.
Ah, that's a point. That's a point. I do, however, get my Iden benefits.
Yeah, yeah.
Which so I heal 1. I have a dash, but I'm not going to take it to block that landing point after you said it. I don't think that's fair. But I am going to strain Kraken.
Okay, strain Kraken.
But yep. And so now bracing for impact as
Yeah.
a Darth Maul comes swinging at me.
So it works out. I have 11 wounds on me. So what the 3 was? So I get 3 bonus dice. Add
For a
to my
total of
5, so it's an 8 dice attack total.
I have 4 blocks.
Well, I have 4 hits and 2 expertise, so it is merely a damage and a crit, so it's 3 damage.
You know what? I'm pretty okay with that being the end state.
Yeah, yeah, fair. You wounded him. You got the
Having
point.
killed that sniveling pretender, taking that point, getting my momentum,
Yep,
I have 3,
yep.
pulling it 2 onto my side. And over to you.
Right. Oh, I've been very lucky to bottom deck Nossery, which is good because I've got nothing to reserve him with, and I have in fact drawn the Aquas, which is relevant to my interests indeed. I mean, I'm not going to lie, they would like a force with which to dash and focus, but it's not crucial. Have we taken this objective through the majesty of these crates? Not quite. Maybe? Yes, we have, in fact, taken the objective. Cool. Well, is this one, therefore, not actually engaged with the ISB by virtue of him being slightly over there? Yeah, okay. So the back one is not in melee with the ISB. All right. In which case, I am not focused, so therefore the back one will shoot at the ISB. All right? That's what's happening first.
Okay.
So I get 7 dice, and you are worse in defense at range, as I recall correctly.
You do recall correctly. 4 dice to defend. A total of 2 block after expertise is taken into account.
You got 2 blocks. Okay, I got 3 hits, a crit, and 2 expertise. Shooting expertise is crap though, so it's 4 hits and a crit, 2 blocks, 3 down my tree. We will have. What health have you got on them? I need to do
4 left.
4. Well, I can do 4. So I'll do 4 with a shove and a dash for me. So I will shove this guy over here. Oh, no, come on. Play ball. Play ball. There we go. I have a dash. Do I? Yeah, I may as well use my dash to get this guy, like, well and truly on this point. And then I've got this other aqua droid. I don't want to take a pot shot at DTE because he will do things. Thanks, tool. There is a shootable looking Gideon Hask over there. Does he do something when you shoot him?
Not when shot, but when wounded.
He's got a very, very small chance of getting a repo, I suppose.
I don't believe I've ever done that.
But it exists. But your repo isn't going to get you this point back because that's 2 of me and 1 of you.
The same is true of the repo on DCE.
I thought you did something else.
Potentially gain a hunker.
Oh, okay. But Hask is still in the deck. Is DT still in the deck as well?
Yes, those are the 2 cards that are in the deck.
Maybe I'll shoot DT then for shits and giggles. You've twisted my arm. Yeah. I'll shoot DT.
Okay.
7 dice.
5 dice in defense. I have ended up with 3 blocks and all 7 down.
That was a shit roll. Nothing happens. I have 3 hits and 4 misses. So, yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I could spend a force to reposition, but I would rather have that force for the next 2 cards in my deck.
Very good. Very good. Very good. I will claim this objective. No, I will claim this objective. And I will score a merry 4.
Yep, putting it 2 onto your side.
Over to you.
Right. Oh, let's see what's top of the deck. It's Gideon Hask. Give me a moment to read some cards.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm allowed to have both a range tool and a movement tool on the field, right?
Yep, that's the rules.
Gideon Hask is going to do covert operations.
Okay.
He places himself here, making sure he is within 4 of Asajj Ventress.
Okay. Yep.
He is then going to shoot Kraken.
Okay.
He has become focused and sharpshooter by being within 4 of Asajj Ventress, so is throwing 9 dice at Kraken. That last dice was a defense dice. That's not right. 9 dice at Kraken.
1 block.
I have 3 hit. I have 4 hits, 2 crits, and a damage after all is said and done. So I go down to 3 hits, 2 crits, and a damage. So I am treeing. Right. You need it takes 7 damage to kill you, doesn't it?
Yes. Or
Okay.
6 and a pin, or 6 and a strain.
Yep. Okay. I will do you. I will do you 7 strain because that's what I can do.
Okie dokie.
Um,
Goes down to 6. Still wounds me.
I also notionally push you, but I think you're backstopped. I have a dash from this that I'm not going to use because my position is extremely important.
Yep.
I have a heal from this. I have a heal from Iden. That's not important, but I put a strain on Asajj Ventress using Iden. So she is also wounded.
Yep. Ah.
So that's 2 momentum.
Yep.
I don't get to pop the Iden powers again because it's not with an attack, it's with dealing out a condition.
Yep.
Uh, but I will now take my second action. I will have it be a move.
Oh,
No,
no.
no,
No.
no. Gideon Hask, disentangle yourself from the V2 battle droids. Thank you. No, he was. We've got him. We've got him. We've succeeded. Right. He wanted to be vaguely there. You should be there.
Okay. Okay. I love this game.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I take that point because everyone else is dead.
Yes.
And the red comes back for that point. Okay, so I have flipped 3. I have 3 of the points.
Yep.
Um, but I did do a lot of damage as well.
Yep. Over to me
Over to you.
for the amazing turn of the man, the myth, the legend, not so re. Right. Can I affect the game state meaningfully at all with my tactic? Probably not, because my entire team is dead, apart from Nosserie and the Aquadroids. So... So... What have we got? You got Hask over there. Right. Well, he's going to use his tactic on himself, I suppose, to get a dash. And then we're going to do... Oh, he really can't be anywhere useful, can he? Hmm. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The maximum damage you can hope to do is 5, which isn't helpful. And he can't get an angle on DTE to achieve anything. He's going to have a sad turn. He's going to have a sad turn. So, okay. Let me just have a little look over here. Yeah, all right. I'm going to come over this way. Let's see who's in. Not Vader. Death Trooper X Squad. I get a bonus dice there. Death Trooper Escort's going to get a reposition. Can you do me any damage on the score with that reposition? Have you got? You haven't got any force, so I don't need to worry about it.
You do not need to worry about it. I don't have any force.
I'm just going to take a random pot shot at the Death Trooper Escort with a bonus dice for Aquadroids for a 7 dice attack.
Okie dokie.
That is 6 hits.
4 blocks.
So I can go 2 down my tree. Do I... There's no one within range to heal. So, and you can't be shoved. So I will just do 3 damage and a disarm, please.
Reducing it to 2 damage and a disarm because I have protection.
Yeah. No. That was Nossery's frankly amazing turn. But I still score 3. Which is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to reset my deck.
Cool. I flip the card that we all know is going to be Death Trooper Escort. He has the option to reposition either of the wounded supports or himself. And he is going to reposition himself.
Good.
Okay. I'm going to see if I think I can get in range of your back point using only a dash, which is what I'm allowed while engaged with you. I think I will just miss your back point if I dash. But obviously, I could shove you and follow up, or hit you and get a reposition at the end of my tree, or something like that. So, I'm going to make an attack against you. I am disarmed.
Disarmed attack, yep.
I am going to take 2 dice to add 3 more dice. 2 damage to add 3 more dice to that disarmed attack. Ignoring my expertise, which I didn't roll any anyway, but I did roll 5 misses. I have 4 hits and a crit.
I have 3 blocks.
Okay, so I'm going 2 down my tree.
Yep.
I'm going to shove you, disarm you, and do you 2 damage. Okay. Do you mind if I move your
No, yeah,
tool?
take you out of it. That's fine.
I'm going to my tool as well. No, unsnap that. Come on. Okay, I will shove you to there.
Yep.
I will follow that shove up, and then I'll use my move action to dash to here. Not bad for a forceless turn. I flip that point, giving me 4 of the points and putting it to 2 onto my side.
Yeah, very nice.
And I refresh all 7 of my force and shuffle my deck.
Very nice. My go.
It is indeed.
The B2 battle droids. Okay.
Well, they take a point simply by waking up and not moving.
Yeah. So Gideon is here and alive.
Yes. Yes. It's
Iden is
Gideon, the
alive and not
B2s.
on the point.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So they wake up Iden Versio loses her hunker token. And then we consider the alpaca. The trouble is, they're very, very poor at punching. But
that is an expertise tree only a mother could love.
it is, yeah.
The separatists definitely have they have some stuff
Early
that
game
sort of
energy.
before they had decided that things shouldn't go below certain values.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they would today give anything 3 defense dice.
So I'm weighing up between two amazing turns. I'm not sure whether I focus punch and I do a terrible punch into Hask and a terrible punch into Iden, or I move the B2s so that they can both punch Hask and do 2 terrible punches into Hask. I think we better not over egg the pudding. I think we better just focus punch. So, do either of these guys have things they do when they're punched?
Both of them have a reposition at the very top end of their expertise tree.
Repositions made of hopes and dreams. Okay. Iden repositioning could be very bad.
Yeah, Iden's reposition is not particularly made of hopes and dreams. Like 3 expertise that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I can see that. So, I think I might go with my earlier choice, which is to move and then do an attack action, in fact. You can't get under there. But if I volley into this gap. So he's just going to literally go here. So he can be engaged with Hask. He's also still engaged with Iden. So this front one is going to melee Gideon Hask with 5 dice.
Hask gets 3 expertise, no natural blocks, but his 3 expertise turns into 2 blocks and a heal.
Okay, I got 3 hits and a crit, so I get to go 2 down my tree. So that will be 3 damage and a shove. I will certainly take the shove. No, Hask is staying on the floor. And I am still, sadly, or am I? Oh gosh, is that melee or not?
Yes, you are in melee range of Hask.
Sad, but very well.
Because you're lighting up green.
Those are the rules. I shall punch you again.
You know how I said I'd never seen the reposition?
Yeah. Okay.
I have 3 blocks, a heal, and a reposition.
3 blocks, a heal, and a repo. But the repo on Hask doesn't worry me because he was already on the objective at the start. So it's the repo on Iden would have been more problematic on the basis that he could have stopped me taking that point. How many blocks? Sorry. How many blocks?
3. Sorry, I was just swallowing.
Three. So I have 3 hits and a crit, so it is just the one crit. So that is going to be a damage and a shove. Yeah. I'm quite glad you got that reposition, otherwise I was going to be sad that I'd shoved you onto my back objective. Whereas now you have a reposition and could have taken it anyway without my misplay. So so I'll take my wins right and get them, thank you.
Are you moving me with your shove?
Am I going to move you further with the shove? Who knows? There's not a lot of point, right? I'll leave you where you are. You can
Okay.
repo
I
as
will
you would
heal off
like.
that. I will heal off that damage that you did to me,
Yeah.
and then yes, I will reposition onto your back point. And I could have done that even if you hadn't accidentally shoved me onto it.
Yes, which is pleasing.
So at the end of the turn, we trade points.
Yeah, we do. So
Meaning I still have 4.
I'm
So you have
only scoring 2, which is very sad for me. And we both get momentum, so you've won the struggle.
I have one struggle, and I could throw it away.
Well, you could do that, yes.
But I don't plan to. Let's see what I get from the top of my deck. It is Gideon Hask. Right. I don't think it's worth reserving him. I think I'm just going to focus and attack.
Okay. Who are you attacking?
I think the only sensible option is the B2 battle droids. I don't think I will wound them,
Okay.
but putting damage onto them at the opening of Struggle 2 seems to me like a sensible thing to do. Because I didn't use covert operations, I don't have sharpshooter, so I only have 8 dice.
3 blocks.
I have my expertise become a crit, a block to a miss, and a damage.
2 blocks.
So I end up with 4 hits, a crit. You have 2 blocks after that,
Yep.
so I'm going 3 down my tree plus
Yep.
a damage if my maths is correct.
Yep.
I will simply put 6 damage and a strain on you, which you will turn to 5 damage and a strain.
Very good.
And that is an awkward position for you because it puts the strain on you that kills you if you use it. So if you move them, you wound them. That's all that Hask is doing in his turn. I will then score 4 and claim the struggle.
Struggle 2. That's irritating because you're on both of my back points. So it's going to be the center point, which nobody has. And then I guess I'll take the point that's currently nobody's that has the corpse of Ventress and an ISB on, right?
Right.
That's correct, isn't it? Yeah.
That is, I think, the correct option, yes.
And then the point at the back with Hask on. Like so. And I will roll priority. And it's the center. And let the game work that out. And then I reveal Shatterpoint. Have to do some thinking. Have to regain a force. That's a wasteful thing. Right, okay. What do I want to try and do with that? Ooh. Okay. Thinking. I'm not well placed. So neither of my primaries are going to be able to score 2 if I wake them up. Because there's nobody of mine currently like tying on an objective, which is what you really look for. The Aquas could get a somewhat tenuous hold on 2 objectives reasonably straightforwardly.
Yep, not hard at all.
Although it wouldn't be the greatest of. I'm not totally convinced I can put an Aquadroid on that top level because it's a weird thin country.
Sure, but you can claim it from the bottom.
Yeah, I can. I can indeed do that. Right. What is the range on this thing? Sizes here. Could do that. Where? Okay. Yeah. I think what we're gonna do, yeah. We are certainly gonna play the Aquadroids. We're gonna open by. Are we gonna play the Aqua? Oh, it's annoying because there's a great part of me that wants to bring a wounded thing back onto the board, but I think taking 2 is more important. Right?
I am your opponent, but I would certainly take the Aquadroids and take 2 points would be my priority.
Yeah.
As I think you were probably contemplating. I think it was very funny to wound Hask, so I couldn't claim this point. And I certainly think one of your Aquas can. Definitely your Aqua who takes the middle can also get in position to take a shot at Hask. I don't know if you can get an Aqua to get a shot at Hask and then move back down to this bottom point. It
Yeah.
might be possible.
I'm gonna spend a force to dash and focus both Aquadroids anyway. And I think we have issues of needing to commit to shit. How healthy are you, Hask? You have 5. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. What's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna move to there. This Aqua. It's gonna move to here. Yeah. This Aqua's gonna punch Hask, the punching one.
Okie dokie.
They have 6, 7, 8 when they're focused. Where did Nosseri end up? He can't see Hask. It's fine. Yeah, 8. Not
2
bad.
blocks and a heal.
2 hits, 3 crits, and an expertise, which in punching translates to 2 more hits. So 5 down my tree I go. You said 2 blocks, didn't you?
Yes, and then a heal, but
Yeah.
obviously, if you wound me, I can't heal damage off that.
So I can indeed wound you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can over wound you. So would I rather have any of this other shit? I don't need the heals, and I'm not tastefully in range of anyone else to heal them. Would I rather have a pin on you than a disarm, though? Do you have protection or anything now?
Nope.
So 5 will wound you. I'll do 5 damage. A shove, a dash for me, a pin on you, and then I get 2 heals.
Okay.
I think the point is here. It might be able to use my dash a little bit creatively to enable me to just sort of still be on the point, but lob the heals onto the B2s. Is that a position that exists? It would really help me if I could actually hover the mouse over this objective. Hang on, I'm jumping the gun. I've got a shove, so I'll sort that out first, which will make my life easier. Because now Hask is over there. And then I can try and see. Yeah, there is. So I'm going to use my dash that I have to be here. Still on that objective, which means that I can put the 2 heals that I generated onto the B2s, which helps me because they were strained. Very good, very nice. And then
Okay.
I've got... You alright?
Stop.
Stop. I've
Yes,
stopped.
stop now.
Yeah.
You have resolved your stuff. I get my heal, which I use to remove my pin. I then get May we live up to our name. When this unit is wounded by an attack, after the effect is resolved, one character in this unit may immediately dash and make a 5 dice attack targeting the character that wounded it.
Yep.
I'm going to dash to be within the range of the objective, but not in melee range of you,
Yes.
because I would like my ranged expertise.
I mean, you are
I'm
wounded,
then going
so the objective doesn't necessarily help you.
I'm then going to do you a 5 dice attack.
A ranged attack, yeah?
A 5 dice ranged attack, yes.
Cool. One block.
Well, I have 1 hit, 3 crits, and a damage, so I'm going 3 down my tree plus a damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to do you 2 shoves, 4 damage, and I will take a dash.
So it goes down to 3 damage.
And I will take a dash. I will put myself squarely on the objective. I do realize I'm wounded and no longer contesting it.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Okay.
may go back to your second attack.
Okay. Well, you've successfully shoved him into oblivion? Yeah, just about. Cool. So I'm not taking that this turn. Well, you are wounded. I'll get my momentum while I remember. So I have an attack from the second Aqua Droid, a focused attack, a focused shooting attack. Could go Iden, could go Darth Vader. I don't know. I can see is it from base to base for line of sight? I can never remember.
I think so. Yes, some part of your base has line of sight. I think you have line of sight.
I'm going to take it on the Death Trooper escort because he's quite near death. And I'm also going to have a bonus dice because you're within 5 of Nossery. So that makes that a 9 dice shooting attack.
Two blocks.
That is 4 hits and 2 crits. How many blocks, sorry?
2 blocks.
2? Okay. So I go 4 down my tree. You need 3 damage. So you are dead.
I need 4 damage. I have protection.
Okay. You're still dead.
Cool.
I still need to decide what I want to do with the rest of my things. I will do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll do 4 damage, a shove, a dash, a pin, and 2 heals. I guess I'll shove you back. Gonna take my dash if I can. To, again, shenanigans with heals. Dash to this point here. Still easily on the middle objective. Just to enable me to put the 2 heals onto Nossery, who is going to heal his. He's going to heal his disarm and 1 of his damage. And at the end of all that, I have scored this objective. I get another momentum because I wounded a second one of your characters. I score 2 points because the middle was the priority. And that's it.
Long turn.
Long turn, yes. Sorry about that.
It's all right. These things happen. I have flipped the ISB. So this one, simply by being here,
Do you
is
want to
going to
roll
take that
the
objective.
priority?
Best had. It is Hask's objective that is the priority objective, though of course Hask himself can't take it. I would still choose to activate the ISB, I think. Oh, Nossery, you are such a pain.
I'm glad that he's annoying you.
Right. Activate the ISB, take a move action. This one over here is going to use his move action to climb.
Okay.
This one over here is going to do nothing with his move action because he's already exactly where he wants to be.
Okay.
I'm then going to spend a force to both dash. This one up here is going to dash. The one down on the ground doesn't mind about dashing and so stays where he is. He can't quite go there. He can go here.
Uh,
Not quite. So their last action is a hunker.
yeah.
And now it's mine. Uh, so yeah, that is it. Asajj is dead, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she's dead. Yeah.
So I'm able to get the hunker, and I take control of the 2 points that aren't the priority point.
Yeah.
Score two,
Yeah.
put it in the middle, get momentum on each side.
Okay.
Over to you.
Roll priority. The middle. Draw from my deck. Kalani.
Kraken, surely.
Kraken. Yeah, that's his name. That's his name. That's his name. Okay. I guess he can try and make a fairly straightforward play for things. So, he's going to use his tactic. Well, first, he has to wake up and deal with the fact that he has two conditions upon him. Before I decide which condition to clear, I'm going to do some measuring. Yes, I would very much like to be able to do that, so I will therefore clear the pin, and I will shortly be eating the strain damage into my face. So I will take 3 damage because I'm using my tactic to clear the strain. I will use my tactic to move the B2s here.
Something I have been playing wrong, and I
Is
think currently advantages you. You do not eat strain for using a tactic unless the tactic makes you do something that triggers strain.
oh,
It's triggered by moving, attacking, using an active ability, or using a reactive ability, or taking an action.
very good.
So, given that a tactic is none of those, like obviously, if your tactic makes you jump or makes you make an attack,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, your tactic will not cause your strain to pop.
Either way, I'm now going to make a move action eating the strain. So,
Fair enough.
but yes, thank you for the rules clarification. Very useful. I'm not in combat with anybody living, am I? So it's a big move.
No,
So I'm easily getting up this ladder. That objective is not on. We just have a bugged token.
we do.
Important to know. And then Mr. Kalani will shoot the ISB agent in front of him.
I'm going to place a strain onto it to remind us it's not on.
Yeah. And Mr. Kalani can have, I believe, 2 bonus dice from the it's this thing. That's that all over the world. 2 bonus dice
Sorry,
from
I
the
realized
preponderance of
I've just realized I
attributes.
should have used the second force for my ISB. I'm correcting that now.
Very good, thank you, appreciate that. So that's a 9 dice attack.
I do, however, have cover, as in hunker. 3 blocks.
Very well. I have 3 hits, 2 crits, and 3 expertise, which is another crit and 2 hits. So I have, after your 3 blocks, I'm going 5 down my tree, which is full tree. Which way down my tree do I deserve to go? What does 1 shove look like? 1 shove looks like not enough. So I will do one of the options where I can have 2 shoves. How much? Oh, and I'll probably just kill you. 8. Can I do 8? 1, 2, 3. No. Do you have any conditions on you? No. So okay. I only need 2 shoves. 5. So 5 damage. 5 damage in a free activated ability, or 7 damage. And I could then pay for the activated. Yeah, I'll do 7 damage with 2 shoves and a pin.
7 damage and a pin. Go ahead and resolve the 2 shots.
Yeah, so 1 shove is going to take you to the edge. And then the other shove will shove you off the edge. Splendid. I will follow up on at least one of the shoves. And then I think I will pay a force. Why not? Yeah. I'm going to pay a force for tactical network. So I'm going to pick a battle droid within 4. I'm going to pick this aqua droid that is just down here, who is going to, let me think, which would I rather do? My 5 dice attack with, I would rather be punching you. So he's going to make use of the dash portion, just to close that little bit of gap. Don't think he quite needs to go all the way. He's going to get about there. And then I'm going to do a 5 dice punch into the ISB. Because you had a hunker on you, which is now gone, yeah.
I lose my hunker, but I'm now back at 5 dice because melee is my strength.
Yes, but my expertise table is far superior.
Yeah. 3 blocks.
Can we get something through? Yes. A crit and 3 expertise. So punching was actually 2 crits and a hit. You block the hit. 2 crits go through. 3 damage and a further shove. I mean, I guess I'll take the shove. Just for shits and giggles. Not quite there because you can't overlap. But you are wounded, sir. So I get a wounding momentum. I also claim this midpoint here into my body and score 3. 1, 2, 3. It is not quite the struggle, but it is uncomfortably close.
The important, I can lose this struggle. The important thing is not to lose this struggle in my own turn by allowing you to gain momentum through hook or by crook. So let's see what I get from the top of my deck. It's Darth Vader.
Roll priority.
Roll priority. Its central objective,
Kraken's point, yeah,
is easily achievable by Darth Vader.
Not renowned for standing up to Sith Lords, the Super Tactical Droid series.
No, but he has. Oh no, he ate a strain, didn't he? So he's not going to be hard to kill.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you still need to do 8. I mean, I'm sure Darth can do 8, but you know.
Right. Okie dokie. I use a force for Vader's Fury. I Vader's Fury up a ladder. which is an interesting definition of fury. He climbs a ladder furiously. I'm then going to take a perfectly normal move over to here,
Yeah.
and then I am going to take 2 damage and make a 10 dice attack into Kraken.
Just the one block there.
That's I've not actually rolled terribly well, but I think I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
I get 3 hits, 3 expertise. The 3 expertise become 2 crits and a hit, so I have 2 crits, 4 hits. You've just said that you have 1 block, so I'm going 5 down my tree, plus 2 damage for Vader's Fury.
You're looking for 8.
I'll go the top route, which is 10, a strain, a shove, and I get a dash.
I ignore the shove because I'm steadfast.
Righto. I'm not interested in my dash. I'm happy where I am. But yeah, you're wounded and strained.
Yeah.
I get another dash from Iden and a heal, which I am very interested in. And I also get to give a condition to one of your guys within 3. Let's restrain the B2s because I think that annoys you.
Okay. A strain for the B2s.
And that's Darth's turn. I'm just going to lift Kraken
Yep.
up so I can flip the point, popping Kraken back,
Score 2.
and I think I score 3.
Oh, 3, yes. Splendid.
Popping it into the middle, and we both gain a momentum.
Did you give yourself your wounding momentum?
I did give myself my wounding momentum.
All right. My turn. The priority point is going to be circle. Is that? Yeah. Okay. And that is going to be being captured by card. Oh, Asajj, the character that's standing right on the point. Okay. All right. Fine. Um,
The struggle is yours. You could pass both of Asajj. You could
oh, your
pass all of Asajj's turns.
ISPs are dead still, aren't they?
They are, yes.
Oh, man. That means that if I play Asajj now, she's just going to have to do literally nothing, I think, because she doesn't contain a ranged attack.
I think you could like force push Vader off the objective, but it wouldn't mean that you won the struggle any harder. It could blow him onto an objective that's about to become relevant, and you're going to take the struggle anyway, and it would cost you 2
Yeah.
points.
I am going to wake Asajj. I'm going to perform the heal action to get rid of the expose. And then I am going to hit the wounded ISB with a view to stacking conditions on him, I suppose.
All right then. 4 blocks.
Oh, hang about. Are you within 5 of any aquatic men? Not quite. 4 blocks, you say? Right.
4 blocks,
I
I say.
have 6 hits and an expertise. My expertise is a crit and a further hit. So I get to do 4 down my tree. Okay. You don't care about damage, but you can have a strain, a disarm, and an expose for your trouble. I
You have
also,
given me the Windows square.
yes, I also then get a free use of my activated ability. So I suppose I will push the corpse of the ISB into wretched oblivion with
Oh, they are having a very bad day.
rage. Sithy rage.
Okay.
I will claim that objective, and I will score the struggle.
Yep.
Splendid. Yep. And we can reset the board and reveal. Ah!
We both. Yeah.
It is across the middle.
It's across the middle, possibly because we both tried to flip it simultaneously. It's ended up balked. But this one,
This
it's this one, and it's the broken one.
this splendid token, yeah.
So we shouldn't call it the broken one because that would mean we confuse it with the. Yeah,
Yeah.
righto. I shall now roll for priority. I'm seeing error messages scroll past my screen.
It's this one. It knows.
That one. That one's the priority. The priority token is embedded in B2 battle droids. Let's see what I flip from the top of my deck before the game dies. It is the ISF who are perfectly positioned to take that point. Okay. So the ISF have woken up.
Yeah, it's just that one base of B2's on it, so it is yours.
Is that Aqua droid off it?
Yeah, he's not on it. See?
Right. So this will be mine regardless. I should do the admin of waking them up. Okay. I'm going to focus.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an attack action. I'm going to attack these B2 battle droids.
Okay.
I'm going to attack them with this guy.
Yep.
I need to do them for 5 damage, don't I?
Yes.
Give me some Vader dice, Mr. Vader. 9 dice. 5 base, 1 for focus, 3 for Vader.
I have 2 blocks.
4 hits, 2 crits, so minus 2 blocks is 4 down my tree. 4 down my tree can either be 5 damage or it can be 4 damage and a strain. I think either of those
This
does
is
the
5
job.
damage, which comes out to 4 damage, which kills me just exactly, yes.
I will also pin you and get a reposition. Do I want to use the reposition? I do only need one of these guys on this point. No, let's double up on the point, especially given I've just taken 2 damage. And the Aquas have had a little bit of damage. Yeah, let's see if I can kill the Aquas. Let's see if I can kill the Aquas. I will do the same thing again. I will take more Vader dice damage. Oh, I just wounded someone, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I do get to heal from that. I'll put a strain on the Aquas.
Strain on the Aquas, yep.
And dash, and then 9 dice into the Aquas.
Just 1 block.
Again, I got 4 hits, 2 crits, so that this time it's 5 down the tree.
Yep.
I'm going to do you 6 damage and a pin, and I get a reposition.
6 damage down to 5, but you still kill me. Look at that.
Hey,
Another
once
momentum.
again, I get a heal. I get to dish out a condition. Let's disarm the B2s.
Very well.
And I get a dash. I think I'm gonna keep on keeping on holding both of these guys on this point. that is my turn done. 2 momentum for 2 wounds, and I take control of the priority objective
And the center objective.
and the center objective.
And
under
I get
guard.
this end one with Mr. Nosseri. I did check it earlier.
I pull it 3 in my direction,
Yep.
and it's over to you.
The priority is circle. Stays where it is. Okay, and I draw. Come on. Aquadroids. This would be the last song of the Aquadroids.
It's not. They've only been wounded once.
Oh, oh yeah. I'm looking at the B. I'm looking at the B2s. It is not the last song. Okay. So they are just going to go and pile onto the priority point, I think, in their wisdom. And try and punch out the ISB.
Okay.
Who've given themselves some helpful Vader damage.
We healed some of it off using Iden heals.
Yeah, so I'm going to wake up my guys here. I'm going to clear the strain and all my damage. And then I'm going to perform the move action. This one that's already in base to base is going to move first, clearing the pin. Freeing up the second one to move in. And then they're going to spend 2 force, sadly, for their dash and focus ability.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would like the focus. So that one's going to dash in there, and this one is going to dash a bit as well because he wants to actually be on the objective. And then we're going to have the right Aquadroid punching the right ISF officer with 8. No, hang on. Where's Nosser? Oh, he's too far away. With 8 dice here.
Four blocks.
3 hits, a crit, and 2 expertise. So that comes out with 4 hits and 2 crits. So I get to go 2 down my tree, which is going to be 3 damage and a shove. So we will say, get out of here. To that ISB officer, which has done enough to keep the point. So, but the other one is certainly going to punch the other ISF.
It was 3 damage you did to me,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Yep.
And now I'm punching you again.
This time just 2 blocks.
I get to go 4 down my tree. How much health have you got left?
3.
3. So I kill you. I get a shove that is pointless. I get a dash that I do not want. Yeah, so you're going to have 4 damage, a pin, and I have 2 heals to give out, which I will use to clear conditions from the wounded B2s. And then I will take this point. And then I will score 3. 1, 2, 3. So I gain a momentum for killing your dudes, and a momentum for the middle, and you gain a momentum for the middle, and it's your turn.
Right. What do I get from the top of the deck? It's Commander Iden Mercy.
Roll priority, Ben. It's still the circle. It's in that mood today.
Yep. Okay. Adversio activates. All scouts within 4 of her get dash. Let's move these ISF. Get a mobile. Hask is not in range. She herself. Yeah, no. 8 and protection. It can be done. It can be done. I did it to the B2s earlier. Let's try it again. She herself is going to dash to here. Needs to dash more like there, because the point I thought she could get onto isn't quite legal. She dashes to there.
Yep.
She then, let's see if I'm in range of the aquadroids. I am, so I can save a force. She'll focus with an action.
Yep. Okay.
She will give them exposed for a force,
Okay.
and she'll attack in melee with some Vader dice.
Okay. Oh.
Combat knife Iden going for the throat.
Yeah. Only one block.
Okay. I have, after expertise, I have 3 crits, 2 hits, and 2 blocks to failures. So I think
Okay.
I'm 5.
Yep.
Okay. I'll do 9 damage, pin you, and expose you.
Yeah, that will wound me. Uh, and I am pinned and exposed.
Having wounded you, I will heal once, putting me back down to 4 damage. I will throw out a condition onto the much abused B2s. They can have a strain again.
Yep.
And I'll dash to just pop myself neatly onto this point.
Yeah.
And that's Iden Versio's turn. I take control of that point.
Yep.
I've wounded you, and I score 3.
Yep. It's close. My go.
It is.
Roll priority. Oh, not the circle. It's the center. Okay. And playing for the center then, likely, it's time for Darth Maul. Right. Hmm. 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 Slightly frustrating.
You know what your last card is.
Oh, I should know what my last card is, shouldn't I? I don't know what my last card is, though. What is my last card, game?
You can right click on it and press search rather than
Oh,
disassembling
man,
the
it's
set.
Nossery again. He's
Oh,
amazing.
well, then you have to ask yourself, which sort of titan of power and might is best suited for taking on Darth Vader? Is it Nossery or Darth Maul?
uh, Darth Maul can take that point. He can just do it in a very lame way, which makes me sad. Um,
Is this called yank Vader off the point onto the ground, then
uh,
go
uh,
climb up to the point?
and stand there. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Um, so this is with it. Yeah. Okay. Oh. You're currently just out of range. So I'm going to give myself 2 points of damage. No, I've got to use the actual action first to do the climb, haven't I? So I'm going to do the climb with the move action, like a sensible person. Not quite to that game, but close enough. Right. I'm gonna deal.
Towards and past.
Yeah.
I can't pass Kraken's base while I do this. So I must. You must drag me in a direction that doesn't cross the path of Kraken's base. That one looks legal.
You think so? Okay. Boop. And you're exposed for your trouble. It does that.
Yep.
That cost me 3 health.
Cool.
And then I am. What am I going to do with my life?
You have an action, and you could use your other active to move.
I could. I'm gonna.
Or you could recover some of the damage you did to yourself.
I'm gonna flip my stance card. I'm going to throw my lightsaber at somebody. Will it be Iden Versio, or will it be Darth Vader? 5. No, it will be Iden Versio, because even though she's not exposed, Darth Vader just has all the health in the universe, right? So I'm gonna throw my lightsaber. I don't get my bonus dice to a ranged attack, so it's just gonna be a 6 dice. Rather impotent. Thrown. No. 6 attack dice, please.
I shall roll 5 defense dice.
4 misses and 2 hits, so likely nothing happens.
5 blocks, but I don't get a heal at least.
Okay, well there. No. But I claim that objective and I score 3.
Putting us into the middle, and we both get a momentum.
I think you've won, but
I don't think I have won in the sense that I could win by passing my activation.
have you put your momentum on? No, yeah. So roll the
yeah,
priority.
I need to score 3 to win the struggle,
Yes.
or 2 in a momentum. Okay, I've just rolled the priority on one I already control.
Yep, which helps.
That's a really good start. I need to do a wound or take one of the 2 points I do not control. And what do I have to do this with? I have the option of doing this with the Death Trooper Escort. I will quickly look at my discard pile to deduce what the last card in my deck is. The last card in my deck is the Shatterpoint.
Oh well.
So I get to do this whatever way's funnest for me. I will talk you through the 2 options I am conflicted between. I could go with Death Trooper Escort on the theory that if something goes wrong, I have the Shatterpoint as my last card and can almost certainly pull something out with that. Or I could reserve Death Trooper Escort, Shatterpoint Darth Vader, and try to kill Maul. When I put it like that, I reserve Death Trooper Escort. I Shatterpoint Darth Vader. I Vader's Fury to the ladder and furiously. Yeah. I Vader's Fury to the ladder and furiously climb.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to focus and attack Maul with 11 dice.
Very good. Four blocks.
5 crits, 2 hits.
Well, enjoy your 5 crits.
Okay, I will do you. I need 10, don't I? No, I don't. I need 9. I do you. No, I need
You need
8.
8.
I do you 9 damage, shove you twice, and dash.
Okay.
The first shove pops you there. The second shove pops you there. You hit a wall.
Mm-hmm.
I will follow up the first shove, stopping just short of Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I will then dash. I have a second dash from Iden. I have a heal from Iden, which I'll use to remove my expose. I won't. I will use the second dash to be just within 2 of the objective, and
Mm-hmm.
as far as I can from the ladder that you
Yeah.
could then use to
Yeah.
try and
Yeah.
slice me up. Uh, and I will throw out a strain onto Nossery, who's had it too good for too long.
Well, you've won anyway. But fair.
Um, yeah, you. Now I pass to you the opportunity for revenge. I must have revenge if you can make it work.
I don't think I can. I mean, we'll see. Just see if I could get the wound. But I think I don't even necessarily think I can. I mean, I can dash to there, which I don't even think is within one of the ladder. Yeah, due to the placement of this ISF, I can't even get up the ladder. So you're fine.
Okay, I end my turn. I do in fact take control of 3 points worth of points, and so I win with 1 to spare.
Yep.
And I think that's me.
I did 6 wounds to you. You did 9 wounds to me.
That is the most wounds I have inflicted this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you won, but I held you to 3 struggles, and I'm playing a kind of a janky Threemeir list, whereas you're playing your sort of top shelf showdown list. So I'm reasonably happy actually with my performance.
I think that's very fair. Um,
Uh,
I'm not going to contest any of that.
you
I
know,
think Struggle 1 was very close.
yeah,
I think Struggle 2 wasn't particularly. I think Struggle 2 went your way quite quickly, which is normal.
yeah,
Um, I think I got a bit lucky on Struggle 3.
yeah. I
I
mean,
didn't feel that Struggle 3. There was no point where I was particularly worried Struggle 3 was slipping away from me.
it hinged a little bit. If Iden hadn't managed to kill the aqua droids, it might have gone differently. Was it? Yeah.
Yep.
That was the moment you won the game, I think. When Iden killed the aqua droids, that was the bit where it was like, this is a little dicey. And you even said, well, she's done it before, I'll just have to do that again. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
But I think I have one misplay for me. It's not really a misplay in that I can't point to a single moment where I did something wrong, but I just became very aware that I wasn't getting aqua bonus dice very often. And one of the things this list is supposed to do is to just push Asajj's power a little bit. And she had a couple of pillow fisted attacks into ISBs at the start, which, if I'd been more positioned with the aquas and things, maybe I could have done something about that. I don't know. Other than that, I don't think I had any obvious gaffes, unless you spotted any.
Um, I I don't think you had anything that was a real howler. So by nature, what I'm about to point out is sort of a small one.
Yep.
Um, I don't know if you figured in the possibility that Hask would get his revenge when you were positioning your aquas after killing Hask.
No, I didn't. Um, no, that's true.
And I think if you had gone, right, Hask's going to get his revenge, so I need to be square onto this point,
Uh,
um, you possibly would have had that point earlier.
yeah, 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 yeah. Um,
Uh, any blunders you noticed from me?
Not really. I mean, it worked out for you in the end. Your very last move of the game, you could simply have gone and destroyed a 6 wound Nosserie and taken his point, which would have won you the game with less opportunity for me to potentially do something about it. But apart from that, I think you wanted the cinema.
I did. I I knew full well that I knew full well that I could be about to mess up and give you the opportunity to claw something back. And I did it anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm. 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 Apart from that, I think you played a really good game. Um, it really shows that this is a list that you're very experienced with, right?
I do think that that thing that I did where I said I need to grind reps, I need to stop tweaking my lists constantly. I think it is starting to pay off, and I am looking forward to taking this as my A team list to Element. I
Yeah.
still think I am likely to have a very hard time into Cassian,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
once the Cassian players knock me down into the mid tables, I think I might be able to be quite horrible to people on the mid tables with less optimized lists, which doesn't make me sound like a great person, but
Mm,
there you
mm,
go.
mm. Yeah. I've not played Cassian in ages. I'm going to a tournament on Saturday, so I'm taking my Cassian list and the Asajj Dooku list. But I feel like I've kind of famous last words. I feel like I know what I'm doing with Cassian without needing to grind it for every single game. So plus there's a limit
Well,
to.
you certainly always do me sort of over pretty well with Cassian, so I think
Yeah,
I think you're entitled to that measure of confidence.
yeah. So we'll see how that
I
goes.
think your best move
Mm.
was probably the Kraken activation where he took 2 points.
Yeah, yeah. Kraken is definitely like this list is definitely much better than the Kalani B1 version, right? I think there's not a lot of argument there. I think Kraken is just a really good piece. And yeah, Kalani does give you that extra dice all the time on your droids that it is definitely a thing. Um, Another big advantage is that the B2s always have protection. The B1s have this frustrating combination of rules where they have protection on a point, but they don't have steadfast. So they often don't have their protection because it's applied after shoves.
We talked about how the B2's range profile expertise is rather sad. Their their close profile. Their range profile expertise is actually quite interesting.
Mm.
Um, it's not usual. It's not sort of something you see a lot of, but it's just extra damage, which can be really useful.
Yes, it's not good, but it is occasionally interesting because, especially in the modern game, there's a lot of very defensive characters out there, and the ability to just go, well, I've got 2 damage on you, that you can't really do anything about, is pretty cool.
Is there anything that you would suggest might have been my best play, or do you think I just played a solid workmanlike game all game?
Hmm. There was nothing. There was nothing that made me kind of sit up and go, "Oh, that's clever," right? Um, everything was everything was solid and good. I'm trying to think. Oh, it was the turn where you positioned Hask just so, because you realised that, I'm not quite sure how your ability actually goes, but you'd realised that placing that strain wherever it was you were going to place that from was going to let you get a double wound, because you were going to wound somebody and then you were going to be able to like put that strain out and then kill Asajj, who was on 1 wound and strained. That was
The
probably
way
your
it
best
works,
play.
yeah, the exact phrasing is when an allied Galactic Empire character wounds an enemy unit with an attack, after the effect is resolved, that allied character may choose another enemy unit within 4.
Yeah,
The chosen unit gets disarmed or strained, then the allied character may heal and die.
yeah. I think I'm often wrong-footed by that, because it's quite rare for a identity like that to get, for it to be measured from the character doing the wound rather than measured. My brain always thinks it's measured from Iden, but it's not.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool. But yeah, that was probably your play of the game.
Yep, I think yeah, I was happy with that.
But yeah, that list is what it is. I don't think it's better. I much prefer the Asajj Dooku list, but it is it is a product of what I'm the format that I'm trying to build it for. So,
Yes, yes. Have you had any practice with the Maul Dooku?
one game against Helen, which I didn't quite win, but I didn't get stomped. Um, it's interesting because that list suddenly has quite a lot of force. Um, because you're getting force back from Dooku, but you haven't got Asajj there, who's your big force drain, and Maul wants to be cutting himself anyway for his extra dice, so you're not kind of burning through your force. So you've got force to kind of put into as much Jango Fett shenanigans and as much B2 battle droid bonus dice as you can eat, which is quite nice. Um, the Magna Guards aren't terribly fond of the fact that Maul isn't a separatist, and therefore they can't move when he moves, but that's a tiny bit of counter synergy. On that, it's pretty, yeah, it seems okay. It's okay.
Righto. I think we may be more or less wrapped up, but I believe as the loser there is something that is your privilege and your pleasure to do.
Yeah, I need to press this button.
And it goes flying.
Whee! Something you must never do in real life. Well, thank you for watching,
Oh yeah.
everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the match. I touch wood. I believe we're playing again next week. So I will see you then. I am, of course, going to a tournament on Saturday. There'll be a tournament report on Monday, a live stream on Tuesday, all that good stuff. But it is good night from me.
And it's good night from me. Have a very lovely evening, people.
Bye bye.